Noong Oktubre, humarap sa kauna-unahang pagkakataon sa Department of Justice si Sandy De Guzman na itinuturong suspect sa pagpatay sa race car driver na si Enzo Pastor at karelasyon umano ng asawa ni Enzo na si Dalia Pastor. Pero si Dalia na isa rin sa mga suspect, hindi pa rin na dumalo at patuloy na nagtatago. Giit kasi ng kanyang kampo, walang sapat na ebidensya para siya idiniin sa kaso. Isa rin sa malaking isyu ang kustudiya ng dalawang anak ni na Enzo at Dalia. Kaugnay niya, makakapanayam natin si Ginoong Tomas Pastor, ama ni Enzo Pastor, at si Attorney Ricky De La Cruz na abogado ng mga pastor. Magandang umaga, Ginoong Pastor, Attorney De La Cruz.
Good morning po.
Yeah. So, sir, Mr. Pastor, itong dalawang anak nila, Enzo at Dalia, matagal nyo nang hindi nakikita.
Yes, after the 40th prayer day
Ni Enzo.
We had only one time visitation in their school for 5 minutes.
5 minutes lang ang binigay sa inyo. Okay.
Yeah.
Ilan taon po sila?
One is, the eldest is 9 years old, and the youngest is 6 going 7 this February.
Okay, so mga apo mo sila through Enzo, pero mukhang hindi nyo nabibisita doon sa kanilang tahanan, which is now the Guerrero House, no? Yung in-laws ninyo, yung sa mga magulang ni Dalia, Guerrero Pastor.
Yeah.
So, hindi kayo pinapayagan dumalaw doon?
At first, sumulat kami kay Mr. Guerrero asking permission to, to
visit
kasi
your grandchildren.
They filed a custody right after they found out that there's a case against their daughter. So we're just following the tracks na,
Okay, attorney, ano ba yung batas tungkol dito sa pagkaalam ninyo? I mean, pag may namatay na isang magulang, automatically, siguro, no? Yung mga anak nila ay napupunta doon sa buhay na magulang. But in this case, hindi pa nagpapakita si Dalia. So, officially, she is, missing? She's a missing parent.
Doon mismo sa kanilang allegation na nag-file sila ng petition, tama ka kasi, no? Pag namatay yung isang asawa, custody goes to the surviving parent. Pero sa petition mismo ng pamilya ni Dalia, sinabi nila na wala si Dalia. Sila mismo umamin. Kaya sila pumunta sa korte to file a petition for custody. Na nakapagtataka dahil nasa kanila naman yung custody ng mga bata eh. Bakit pa kailangang mag-file ng petition for custody? Hawak mo na yung custody ng mga bata. Noong pala, dinagdagan nila. Meron pa silang prayer for guardianship.
Okay.
Isabihin yung mga assets.
Okay. So, mamaya, pag-usapan natin yung assets. But, in other words, there are two sets of grandparents.
Correct.
Kasi, yung isang magulang ay wala na, yung isa ay unaccounted for so far, no? So, kanino dapat mapunta yung custody if both parents are not available?
Ang standard dyan is best interest of the children eh. So, dapat hindi mo i-disrupt yung nakalakihan na nila, which is joint. So, lumaki sila na dalawa yung pinupuntahan niyang lolo at lola, ano namang compelling reason na i-deprive mo yung isa at sosolohin mo lang yung custody ng mga bata? Yun yung sagot namin dun sa kanilang petisyon na anong compelling reason? What is so evil about the pastors? What have they done na ipiprevent mo sila to see their own grandchildren? So, yun ang dapat. Joint pa rin.
So, ang pinaglalaban ng kampo ninyo, hindi yung custody mismo, pero yung visitation man lang.
Yeah, hinihingi namin yung sa korte at kung pipili ang korte, kung sino man sa dalawa, sabi namin dapat yung pastor. Pero kung papayagan ng korte, pwede naman kami na kahit joint. Kasi dapat yung interest ng mga bata ang pangunahing layunin.
So, Mr. Pastor, ito may allegation na may relasyon si Dalia and Sandy long before the death, which is now the basis for suspicions, no? So, kayo mismo, yung pamilya nyo, matagal nyo na bang alam na may relasyon si Dalia or suspected na may relasyon si Dalia at ni Sandy?
Well, actually, after yung result ng investigation 2 months ago, na-reveal yung 2-year relationship na pala
doon lang na-reveal?
Oo. And then last August, we saw Facebook sharing na nag-propose si Dalia marriage to Sandy. Last August 15, yung birthday ni Sandy.
So, nasa Facebook ito?
Sa Facebook.
Nasa Facebook.
Parang public. Public na yung kanilang relasyon.
In fact, yung tattoo sa likod ni Sandy De Guzman ay pangalan ni Dalia.
Okay.
So, na-worry kami. I mean, don't tell me yung grandchildren ko future stepfather nila yung mastermind.
Ng
Suspect sa pagpatay ng anak ko. I mean, masyado namang...
Okay. So, attorney, nasa na ngayon yung kaso? They're both officially suspects now. Si Sandy pa nga, nabalitaan na nga natin, naaresto and he was charged...
illegal possession of firearms, which is also related.
Okay, wala pa yung murder.
Yung murder, wala pa.
Oh, but he's now out on bail.
Yes. Pareho silang may kaso doon sa murder, pero wala pang resolution, wala pang warrant of arrest. So, pending resolution, hinihintay namin yung resolution ng DOJ. Na nagtataka rin kami na sinasabi nila Mr. Guerrero na inosente ang kanilang anak, pero bakit ayaw lumantad, ayaw magpaliwanag, ayaw depensahan ang kanyang sarili?
So, pag ganun, ayaw nga lumantad, sa ilalim ng batas, ano yung nagiging consequence nun?
Marami ng decision. Flight is a sign of guilt eh. Sa ilalim ng panuntunan ng DOJ, binigyan ka ng pagkakataong magpaliwanag, hindi ka nagpaliwanag, ang i-consider lang niya yung ebidensyang ibinigay nung nagrereklamo at hindi yung panig mo dahil hindi ka naman nagpakita ng iyong panig.
So, nabigyan na siya ng pagkakataon na magpakita, mag-file ng counter-affidavit. Nag-file ba siya ng counter-affidavit?
Hindi siya nag-file ng
any kind of filings at all?
Gumawa siya ng affidavit sa NBI at sinabi niyang wala silang relasyon ni Sandy De Guzman. Yun lang yung nag-iisang affidavit na meron siyang ibinigay sa NBI.
So, wala pang search warrant? So,
walang arrest warrant, walang search warrant.
Okay. Bakit? ano ba yung dapat sumunod na hakbang?
Dapat kasi doon, i-resolve ng DOJ, case will be filed in court and the court will issue the warrants for their arrest. So habang wala iyon, binibigyan sila ng pagkakataon na magpaliwanag, pero hindi nga siya lumalabas at hindi nagbibigay ng kanyang panig. Ang paniniwala namin kasi hindi nila masasagot yung mga basic na katanungan. Overwhelming kasi yung evidence sa kanila eh. Yung pagkaka-involved niya dun sa pagpatay ng kanyang asawa, tatlong testigo mismo ang nagpapatunay. Kaya tingin namin, talagang ang remedy na lang nila, magtago.
Okay. Kaya Mr. Pastor, nakipag-ugnayan ba kayo doon sa pamilya ni Dalia? I mean, tinatanong niyo ba sa kanila kung nasa na yung mga bata at saka si Dalia? I mean, kinakumusta niyo ba yung mga bata at saka si Dalia sa kanila?
Yes, we've been calling him in the phone, but he pretends he's not Wahoo, you know. Sometimes.
But of course, you've known him for years dahil his daughter married into your family.
Exactly. So we even wrote a letter, you know, and then dininay nila saying that since kami daw yung pursue ng case against the daughter nila. So they don't want to share. Even the ashes nung
undas,
hindi binigay sa amin for us to bury
si Enzo.
Ashes ni Enzo.
Kasi inuwi ito ni Dalia bilang asawa.
Yes.
So pati yung mga abo, hindi kayo binibigyan ng kahit bahagi.
Not even access.
Yeah.
Not even access to the ashes ng inyong anak. And there's no reason why.
Yeah.
Walang binibigay na dahilan. And then, may legal right ba? I mean, in that, kasi nabanggit yung assets. I don't know if that's included in the assets, no? Pero, they're now it's now the property of Dalia. So, is she obliged to share, or her family is obliged to share something like that, the ashes of her husband?
Out of delicadeza na lang kasi the wife is suspected of being involved in the murder of the husband. Siguro naman, yung ashes man lang ibigay doon sa pamilya ng biktima, no? In fact, they went there, nakikiusap sila. Hindi rin talaga ibinigay sa kanila yung ashes.
In the meantime, sir, may Justice for Enzo Pastor movement or organization ngayon, ano? So, what's this for? It's to help raise awareness about this issue and...
Yeah, and we're also... It's a fundraising foundation so that kasi this is a long-term judicial process. So we're also asking help from our from the people who's been supporting us for the past 6 months on this Justice for Enzo.
Kayo at yung mga nais tumulong sa inyo, nakakatanggap daw ng mga banta, ng mga threats, no? Via text messages?
Yeah, exactly. One of the most popular fundraisers, Server, who owns 2 big clubs, received a text message na threatening them not to proceed with the fundraising. So we had to stop we didn't pursue anymore public fundraising.
May I ask, I mean, throughout the years of their marriage, were there problems that could have pointed to this kind of tragic possibility? I mean, parang, kasi ang perception namin, and it was pati kayo na sorpresa dito sa revelations na to, ano, na may lover itong si Dalia, or alleged lover, and then they conspired to commit this crime.
Yeah, actually, last year, na-draft na yung divorce papers nila.
Okay, so it's really a marriage on the
So
rocks.
they
I
had,
mean,
actually they had a separation for about 2 months until Dalia came back to Enzo.
nagbalikan sila. Maghihiwalay na sana. Tapos nagbalikan pa.
Nagbalikan pa. So we were also surprised for what, you know. But then si kind heart ni Enzo for not, parang finorgive niya si Dalia. Because he also knew, upon, the investigation of the PNP, finorgive si Dalia, and then para wag ma-separate yung mga kids.
They reconciled for the kids.
Yeah.
And then kayo, I mean, you're convinced talaga na they're really behind this. There's no other suspects. And then, dati nung pumunta kayo rito, attorney, you were talking about there was an exchange of text messages the night that Enzo was killed, no? And then, ano kayo? I mean, you're convinced na authentic yon, and then this is being considered by the police now as evidence?
Overwhelming yung evidence, Howie. No? Una, yung si PO2 Angel, the self-confessed gunman, siya mismo nagsabi, nakasama si Dalia nung kinuha yung services niya. This was confirmed by another gunman, si Alvin Nidua. Pareho nag-execute ng affidavit. Pareho itong nakakulong ngayon on 2 separate law enforcing agencies, isa NBI, isa PNP. Pareho nagsabi na involved si Dalia at si Sandy de Guzman. Yung housemaid gumawa ng affidavit na madalas doon si Sandy sa bahay nila Enzo. And yung pinaka-revealing ay yung phone logs. May phone calls and text messages on the day itself na pinatay si Enzo. Yun ang gusto na sana namin sagutin nila. Totoo ba ito o hindi? Kasi alam namin ng phone numbers ni Sandy dahil nahuli siya eh. Alam namin ng phone number ni PO2 Angel dahil nahuli din siya. At alam din naman nila ang phone number ni Dalia. Doon sa phone logs, nag-a-appear pare-pareho on the day, 17 times. What were they talking about? No? Kasi wala naman doon yung content ng text messages at saka calls. Yun lang time at saka date kung kailan nagtawagan at saka nag-text. Dapat paliwanag nila. Nag-uusap ba sila? Ano pinag-uusapan nila 17 times on the day that Enzo was killed?
Okay, well, we'll try to get a reaction from them about that and inform them about what you're saying. Maraming salamat, Ginoong Tomas Pastor, ama ni Enzo Pastor, at si Attorney Ricky de la Cruz, na abogado ng mga pastor. Sinubukan po namin kunin ang panig ng abogado ni Dalia Pastor na si Attorney Roy Rondain, pero may dadaluhan siyang pagtinig ngayong umaga. Sinikap din namin kunin ang panig ng ama ni Dalia na si Xavier Oahu Guerrero, ngunit ayaw na raw niyang sumagot sa mga aligasyon na para sa kanya ay maituturing lamang umano na chismis.